Okay, welcome to the FullGrownPizza podcast. This is, wow, what is this? Episode 20. Holy crap. 20 episodes in. All right. Nice. Make sure to hit the like, follow, and subscribe button so you catch us every week with a new episode talking about all sorts of different mysteries and conspiracies and just diving down the rabbit hole. This episode, we're going to be talking about giants, and Mike is going to be hosting us through that and getting us started. So go ahead, take us away, Mike. Just let me know when you want to do pictures and stuff. We can go from there.
Okay, so we're talking about giants and whether we think they're real or were real or are existing still. So if you think about it, giants are probably like the easiest way to make like a bad guy, Just want to make somebody bigger and stronger than you, and then giant fits that pretty easy. It's not doesn't take a lot of imagination to think about a giant, just a bigger person than you and stronger than you. But there is some evidence that they could have existed at one time. If you want to show that first picture, that the one from Sardinia.
Is that this one? This one here?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the tombs of Sardinia. They're called the Tomb of Giants. And the story behind them is that there was a female giant that actually built those by herself. And she also had a kid that was half giant, half human.
What the? So, like, she carried these giant rocks and stuff?
Yeah. She did it all by herself.
Just, like, put that all together? Wow.
And you see that door, how small that door is.
Yeah. Is that for the little kid?
These are some big rocks. She did
That's
this all by
crazy.
herself, so.
Wait, oh my God. Wait, so, like, what's the size of that door, do you think?
That's probably like about 6 foot right there. I'm not sure.
Woo! Holy crap.
It's not a rabbit
Okay,
hole,
because I was not thinking that they were that big. I was thinking like, oh, those trees are like way far in the back. It's like, whatever. But damn, those are some big rocks.
She was doing this while she was watching a kid too, so
Yeah, so she's just like, yeah, I imagine a picture of like the mom holding one baby in the hand while she's like vacuuming or something. I imagine that this giant's just like picking up these giant rocks while like carrying their little toddler. Oh my God, that's funny.
And also there was a legend there that the giant king built most of the island. But they also have a interesting thing. They have a lot of elephant fossils. And if you go to that one picture, it looks like the skull.
Okay, that's like my last picture. But
yeah, I know. But we'll probably
okay, we'll go to it. This one?
Yeah, it should be the no, not that one.
Oh, what?
That one right there.
Yeah, am I on it now?
I think that this is a lot of the basis of where they got the Cyclops story from.
Okay, that makes sense because of how the skull looks. Yeah,
the central eye cavity.
That makes sense.
So they think that the reason why they have the Cyclops story is because of these skulls. They're found a lot around Greece. Which is weird because you don't think that elephants would be around Greece a lot, but I guess they're pretty common around there.
Are they really? Huh? Yeah, I wasn't aware of that.
That island of Sardinia has a lot of these elephant fossils on it.
Wow. Huh.
And so that could be a basis of why they have the giant story and the Cyclops story.
That would make sense because if you are a civilization like in Greece and you're not educated on anatomy and skeletal structures and stuff, I mean, what are you supposed to think? That doesn't look necessarily like an elephant, So
no, it actually looks kind of like a human skull.
It does. It kind of looks like a human skull shape. Yeah.
And then you find like the long femurs and stuff that the elephants have that look almost human too. So
the story of the Odyssey would be a lot stranger if the Cyclops was just an elephant the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. Be like, what in the fuck?
Just an elephant moving the boulder back and forth at the door.
That's awesome. Okay, cool.
So that could be the basis of why they had giants in their stories, especially in the Greeks. They were really popular. The giants were appear a lot in their stories.
Yeah,
like the Odyssey, they have the Cyclops there. Everybody knows that story. They wanted to stay in the cave, and the Cyclops came and started eating all the guys, and they tricked him.
Right,
poked his eye out and ran away.
Yeah.
So there's actually stories in the Bible that talked about giants. They're called Nephilims, and they're supposed to be huge creatures that were half god, half human. And if you think about it, so if you believe in the ancient alien theory, they said that
I knew we were going to come back to aliens at some point. I knew we had to bring this to aliens.
It makes sense if you think about
We're
it.
gonna come back to the Dark Pyramid too. Just wait for it.
I'm waiting for the Dark Pyramid twist.
They use the humans and the giants to build the Dark Pyramids, obviously. You know?
Of course.
So if you have, so the theory behind, or the story behind the ancient aliens is that they took primates and they genetically modified them to make them able to work the mines. So actually, there was, it says the Anunnaki came down, and there was like a caste system in the Anunnaki. There was the Anunnakis who were the rulers or the leaders.
Yeah.
And then they had like subordinates that they were using to do the mines first, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But then those subordinates got angry because they wanted somebody else to do it. They didn't want to do it anymore. So the Anunnaki were like, well, we'll take these primates. They look like they could be a good source. They're going to change their genetics because we know I got all the science that is way ahead of us, now. About where we are now. But so they modified the primates and made them into humans so they could work the mines.
Okay.
Well, if you're modifying one primate, why not make something that could carry a lot of loads?
Sure, yeah.
I know.
I mean, because what's
like a pack mule?
Like, I don't know
You make it like it so it doesn't reproduce very easily, and it grows very slowly, and it's not very smart. Like a
Like, I don't know the specifics, but a chimpanzee is like really strong compared to a human, right? Like, you have to have one of the strongest humans, alive today is going to be around the area of like a gorilla, probably, or not even close, right? So
chimpanzees and gorillas can't swim.
That's a good point.
They don't go, if their water is too deep, they won't go over it.
Huh. Okay.
So, I mean, if you think about it, if you want something really strong and dense, it's probably not going to be able to swim very well.
It would be a good...
There's a lot of, whales, they have all that blubber that helps them float,
Right. Yeah, and absolutely.
So, that's one of the key components of those giant sea creatures is all the blubber that helps them float. And so they say that they made these Nephilim, which were huge, like giant, gigantic, human-like things. And they were supposed to be like, I guess Hercules was supposed to be a Nephilim.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the idea, right? Because Zeus was like, he was a horny guy. He would go down and like mate with people all the time. And you get kind of that demigod sort of issue. Like, the thing with the Nephilim is like they're described as the son of gods, or like the sons of God mating with the daughters of man. Yeah. And so that is taken, like, as far as like biblical scholarship and stuff, like they don't know exactly what that means necessarily, but it seems like an angelic being. So it'd be like an angel.
Into like the genetic aspect, they're mixing the angel genes with the human genes.
Right, but then that's also the weird thing, because angels are typically understood as spiritual beings that don't have a physical form. So then it's like, okay, did they possess people?
Yeah, but if you go into the ancient alien theory, then all the angels
that could be it too, right? What if the angels are actually aliens?
Genes and mix them with human genes, and you're making super strong creatures like Hercules, or maybe you just want something to go carry out all the old stone from your mind, so you make something pretty strong, pretty big, but not very smart. You don't want it to produce too fast. You want to be able to control it because it's going to be super strong.
Yeah.
And so you just genetically modify, basically like the human version of like a mule,
Right.
They're really strong and big, maybe even like an ox, more like an ox,
The other thing to consider too, and to think about, is that when the Bible's talking about these giants, it talks about them in multiple areas, but typically this is before the flood scenario. So this is like, this is
created to destroy the Nephilim.
This is like really early on in human development. So you've got,
goes back to like we were talking about the chimpanzees. They don't swim well because they're so you've got to get rid of something without killing all the humans. Then drown them, because humans can swim all right, but giants can't because they're too dense.
Yep.
So that'd be a good way to get rid of them without causing too much. And that also point to why you see so many megalithic structures still around, because water is not really going to affect them. As long as it's not like a tsunami or something,
Right.
it's not going to make the rocks float away.
Yeah.
You know. So maybe they knew that when they started creating a lot of these megalithic structures, that they may expect a flood sometime, so it created out of stone.
So they're trying to protect themselves, right?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. That would make sense.
So I mean, if you think about it, and these Anunnaki probably, I mean, I'm sure they've done this before on other planets, so maybe they knew the whole system.
Yeah.
Create these creatures, make them do what you want, and then wipe them out in a flood. Make them have their all their creations made out of stone, so they can have some existence behind.
Right.
And or maybe take the Dark Pyramid to bury them underground. Like we said, like the original Dark Pyramid was a Great Pyramid of Giza, and that's all stone right there. You want to make sure it exists after the flood.
Right. Yeah, totally. Well, and then to have a creature like that that's so big and strong and powerful, like to help you with the construction or whatever of the Dark Pyramid. I mean, that's
think how easy it would be for a giant to build a pyramid if you
totally.
Yeah, he could lift the huge stones.
And I think about it like this too. Like my dad does a lot of woodworking stuff, or at least he used to. And when he's trying to build something or create something, oftentimes he will create something to help him build the thing that he's trying to create, right? Like he'll create some kind of tool or whatever. Like I imagine the aliens that are traveling around space, they're planting all these dark pyramids, they're trying to have these dark pyramids on all these different planets and whatnot. They're going to use the tools that are available to them, right? So like when they arrive on this planet, this new planet, they're going to be like, okay, it's time to start building us a dark pyramid. What can we do to do that? Maybe we can use these primates. We can like spread our genes with these primates to make them useful, and we can use them to help us create things.
Make some like administrators, that could control the minds, but we also need some muscle. So
you're making a tool to build the dark pyramids, and you're just using the resources available to you. Yeah.
Another thing about that story is that they weren't supposed to be doing what they were doing. They knew that they were going to get in trouble if they got caught. So
I bet.
I mean, getting rid of the evidence of the big flood is a good idea.
The Men in Black was like, no. That is a no. We do not interbreed with the Earthlings.
You don't actually modify creatures on the planets that you visit. So
yeah.
It's look only, you don't touch.
Right. Well, and you got to think too with this being so early on in human development, they're probably like, no, we can't do this. They've got so many thousands and thousands of years before they're ready for us to, interact with, So, yeah, that's possible too. One thing I think is interesting about giants before you continue on is, when you look at like
New York.
Yeah, that is interesting. Wow, they were there. They've been there this whole time.
Yes.
No, but one thing
I'm in New York right now.
Yeah, they're already there. They live among us.
Yeah. They play football.
They play exactly. No, but one of the things that I find interesting is that when you look at a lot of historical documents, there's often a lot of like hyperbole and all that stuff, right? Or they'll use like certain numbers as symbolism and things like that. And it's interesting to me because giants are inherently seen as threatening, right? Because if you see somebody who's like really tall, that's kind of intimidating, right? And if somebody's intimidating, you're going to be hyperbolic about how scary they are or intimidating they are. Also, if they're big, they're going to eat more food than you, so you're going to write about them as like they're eating so much food and they're just like vicious and savages and all this stuff, because like that's how you're going to write about them and portray them.
Barrel.
Right. You're going to portray them that way just because of the, what you insinuate about them based on their size. Like they could be a nice, whatever person, but all giant stories have.
You just think they're destructive. So.
Right, exactly. Or you're going to think that they're dumb because they're really strong. And, it's those kind of stereotypes and whatnot. But it's interesting how, somebody who's just taller than you can assume so much stuff about them. And then that
Yeah.
can be interpreted throughout history as like, oh my god, there were actual giants, you know?
Yeah, as soon as you see a giant, you're gonna label them as a big dumb,
Right.
destructive, evil creature. You know, so
Yeah, for sure.
you're not gonna try to talk to him and see how he's doing, and
Yeah, exactly.
try to get his interest.
You're gonna be more scared if anything. Yeah.
Thing that I like about this is like the ancient aliens being giants is like if you look at like pictographs or whatever, like from Egypt and whatnot, they always portray them as bigger than everybody else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like, were they actually that big? Or is it like in like World of Warcraft where like the boss is humongous so everybody can see them on the map type thing?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, Mike, what else you got? We got some other pictures here too.
All right, so I was going to show that Temple of Malta. I think it was the fourth.
The second one you picked? Yeah. Okay.
And that's just another example of like the temples or the tombs in Sardinia. And these are built in Malta. They said they had a lot of giants there too. And they built things like these. And these are pretty big too. They're all megalithic structures and huge stones.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
and
crazy.
then I wanted to show
behind us.
The giant steps of Machu Picchu.
The giant steps of Machu Picchu.
It's the one with the green terraces.
Yeah.
This one here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you look at these steps, you can see the people on the steps. And these steps are what, 7, 8 feet?
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, it's
So
significantly taller than
they don't
people.
have like steps on the side here, so maybe these are. I mean, these could be like gardening beds. Like maybe you put a garden there. You know, you make some.
Sure.
This is on the side of a mountain, so you're not gonna have a lot of farm area.
Yeah.
So it'd be supposed to make like a small garden there, but I mean, where are the steps to get like regular people to get up this thing?
Right. Huh.
And these are ancient structures, and they're well built. And one of the things they say about giants is they are very good at building things.
Oh, I bet. I mean, if you're that strong, then I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, if you're going to use huge stones to build everything, it's going to stand for a long time. So.
And it's not like you had a whole lot else you could do back then. You know, it's not like you like your job as the strong person is probably to build. Like, I mean,
basically, it's like
an accountant or anything, you know. So.
Yeah,
being a giant basically makes you a Lego master because that's basically what you're doing, just basically playing with Legos.
Yeah,
like,
pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure if you could genetically build them to be super strong, could be the genetically build them to be good at.
Not sponsored by Legos.
Yeah,
you can make them be a Lego master.
Yep.
Super strong Lego master.
For sure. I mean,
I just think these stuff are interesting, that they're way high on a mountain and they're very hard to get to.
It makes me wonder, like, could this sort of structural formation be used for anything else? Like, could they use it for some other purpose? Like, it definitely looks like stairs. I mean, it definitely looks like stairs.
Yeah, they call the giant stairs.
It's hard for me to see like what else that could be. I don't know why, you know.
I see it as farmland on side of a mountain.
I think that makes sense. Yeah, because you've got level surfaces.
If you had that, I mean, you got to carry all that stuff up. Why would you put your own stairs there so you can carry those stuff up? Unless you had somebody else to do it, a giant or something, could go up the steps pretty easily, carrying a lot of material, you know.
I wonder if there's like a road or something that's not in this shot that they could like go down the step and then.
Side. I don't know if that was built by the tourist people or if that was built by the Machu Picchu people.
That's a good point too, because maybe the tourists they were like, we need some way to traverse this better. So
I'm not going up there. So
yeah,
it looks like that one road in San Francisco with the houses and stuff.
Oh yeah. It does. Yeah, it does, huh? Yeah.
I would probably 100% live there. That looks really nice.
That looks really nice. Yeah. It's beautiful there.
Like, I want to live in the mountains, but living on the side of a mountain, so sunny like that, and be on the mountains, yeah.
In that kind of like valley area with the freaking steps out there. Oh yeah, it looks so cool.
I would definitely use the steps to make gardens, though. Yeah,
for sure.
It would be my garden sections.
I mean, that makes sense that there would be gardens, but the thing is that, I mean, so you have a lot of vegetables here in the bottom garden.
Mm-hmm.
Getting them up 8-foot steps is going to be a hard job unless you have another way of getting, another set of stairs.
Okay, think about this. What if it was like an assembly line thing where they're like, all right, I'm going to pick these crops, I'm going to hand it up to you, and
And
then
you still gotta get up
you
those
are
steps
gonna,
to get all the way back up there.
yeah,
What if they had stairs made of wood, but they didn't survive
That's a
the
good idea
aliens?
too. Maybe they did have stairs that don't exist anymore.
that's true.
Yeah.
Well, I
That couldn't
mean,
have
why would
survived.
you do stairs out of wood if you made this all by itself? Why would you just put?
Because you
stone
can move the
stairs?
stairs out of wood where you can't really move the stairs out of stone.
I know,
Yeah,
but if you
that's a
build
good
this
point.
thing by itself, why would you just put a small set of stairs for yourself?
Because if you're harvesting this section and then you go over to the next section, you just want to move the stairs instead of fucking harvesting the section, going back
Just
to
for
the
a ladder.
stairs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
then
those
yeah,
are
then they're ladders then.
Yep. Ladders.
Yeah,
They're
ladder would be a lot
downstairs.
more easier. But I mean, you got to
Right.
carry
They had wooden ladders, and that's
single
that don't
baskets full
exist
of vegetables
anymore.
up ladders is not easy. Unless you did the assembly
Well,
system.
yeah. Yeah, it's probably an assembly system. I mean, it's a community. It's
sense,
not
though.
everybody just for themselves.
Yeah.
They're
I
not
like to
like
see giants
Americans.
walking up those steps with a bunch of baskets full of vegetables.
Yeah,
I like
but
that better, too.
even if it was a giants, they're also like 8 feet tall or so. So basically, there's
They still have
handing
to, yeah, they still have to
Yeah.
climb up over it, I guess, unless we're talking
they
like
gotta have
actual like giants, you know,
Yeah.
Which-
yeah, like footprints like the size of the fucking steps.
like their foot is the foot is the size of the step. I mean,
But that'd be like
Yeah,
growing a
those are
garden on your stairs. It's like you're not gonna get much food from there.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah,
If
exactly.
you have giants that big walking around your garden, yeah, it's not gonna.
Unless the food wasn't for the giants, unless the food was for the people or the aliens or whatever, and then the aliens were feeding the giants like full-on cows or something. You know
Maybe
what
it's
I mean?
like that one episode of Rick and Morty where it says these are just giant steps so they can get on top of the mountain, and then little people are sitting there living on the steps. Like, hey, we can grow food on these steps.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
giants are all coming up the steps. Like, God damn it! Stop putting your damn
He's
food
like,
on my
stop
fucking
putting your
stairs.
food. Exactly. He's like, what the fuck? I
Like
told you not to
stepping on
grow your
fucking
food
most
right
people
here.
Away, and they're just everywhere now.
He's like,
Stepping on the
"Ugh."
wagons and they feel like fucking Legos. He's like, ah!
He's like, God
Ah.
damn, Lego again. Fuck. He's like,
Okay,
oh,
can
I stepped on a bunch of tomatoes. Ah, it's all over my foot now. Ah,
Can you build us another house real quick? Because it only takes you like 5 seconds.
yeah.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
I think it's an interesting steps though. Why would they build them so big?
Yeah, that is really interesting. It's cool to look at for sure.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
yeah, like I said, that's fucking.
Man, imagine
Beautiful.
how hard that
I
was
would
to
live
build. This is on top of a mountain, probably up at like a little path.
I like looking at these homes and stuff like in the picture because they're built like on a slant and stuff. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
was talking about the San Francisco
Yeah.
houses.
Look how much snow
Yeah.
it gets in the winter. Maybe that's why they're so elevated.
I wonder. I bet. Well, I mean, you got to keep them level, I guess.
I wonder
you
if
know?
the steps would
So
prevent it
it's
from
on a
doing
slope,
like
but everything else is
avalanches.
low, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like
And they didn't
steps would
use, from
prevent
what I know, they
avalanches.
didn't use mortar or anything. It's all just fitted stones.
Huh. Yeah, that's
you could probably
crazy.
just like carve it right into the mountain.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Did you
Okay.
just put like a stone cap on top of it?
What's this?
All right, so I want to show you this last picture, or the one with the 3 people in it.
Yeah, yeah. I just pulled it up.
So this guy in the middle. So the story is that the Paiute Indians, which were native to like Nate, Nevada,
Hmm.
there was a bunch of cannibal giants that used to hunt the Paiutes. And so what the Paiutes did is they got them all together in a cave, and by using arrows and a big fire, they basically suffocated all the giant cannibals in that cave. And then later on, the white people came along and they were looking for guano for their fields as fertilizer, and they
They're
found all
looking
these
for gold.
skeletons
They're
there.
white people.
And
Yeah.
they found like that guy right there is supposed to be like 7 foot something.
Yeah,
Like
that's
7 to
crazy.
10 feet tall.
Look at that guy
And they
compared to
got
the
an
other
actual
two.
picture of that.
Yeah. But you gotta look at it where like his ankles are. That means they
Yeah.
propped him up a little bit. He has an extra foot on them, but he's still fucking taller. Than
Yeah,
They said they
because
found 2 giant skeletons, one 8.5 feet and one 10 feet tall.
wow, 10 feet tall. That's crazy. You know what I read, I don't know if this is accurate for like the newer movies and stuff, but what I read back in the day when I was a kid is that King Kong is supposed to be like 25 feet tall. So that's like, almost half a King Kong. Like, that's crazy to think about for me. I was just like,
You're hanging
wow.
around in the Paiute for you. This guy comes after you.
It's like what, 3 stories?
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah.
That is amazing. And then, could you imagine stumbling across that, like, in a cave or something? Dude, that would be terrifying.
Yeah, I
Run
played
in there,
Skyrim.
like during a thunderstorm, and turn around. There's a bunch of huge.
Oh my
cannibals
God.
behind you.
Okay, if a zombie apocalypse ever happened and you could find out how to revive these guys, oh man, you would be
Yeah.
yeah. If you were trying to start the zombie apocalypse, that would be a good way to do it. That'd be cool. Well, I mean, it
But
would
you
be
think
cool,
if
but
there's
not
like a
cool.
small like tribe or like
Yeah, you're trying to start
gigantism,
the zombie
which is, like, a
apocalypse. How's that
fertility thing.
cool?
Yeah,
It's kind of a dick move, buddy.
Yeah, kind of a dick move, man. I'm just saying, from a mad scientist perspective, I would be like, I want those zombies on my team. I want those
10 foot
zombies.
zombies to start with.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
exactly.
then after they're done eating the other guys, they're gonna turn around to eat you. So
Yeah,
Well,
this is fucking
they're
like
kind
Not if I
so-
programmed them to call me daddy
Left 4
and to love
dead
me.
or fucking back for blood type shit.
Yeah,
And special zombies.
exactly. Dude, that's crazy. Yeah, that's awesome.
But like you were saying that one of those weeks when we were doing a podcast about how there was a certain tribe that would take the tallest and strongest guy, and that would be like the male that everybody wanted to breed with, and so they get like super strong big guys. That's
Right.
kind of like what this tribe seemed to have done. Maybe
Oh
maybe
yeah,
that's another thing that they did over in
Yeah.
like Greece and stuff, where they just the biggest guy was the
Basically,
one that
like,
got
yeah.
all the females and.
You're breeding out the weakest parts.
yeah.
Or maybe they had a tendency toward gigantism, which is like a pituitary dysfunction where you just keep growing and growing until you die, basically. When you're like
The funny
30.
thing about that, if it's like that, is like in ancient Greece, it was seen that larger penis meant you have a smaller brain because all the brain matter went to your penis. So they
Yeah.
bred out
Sure,
people with
especially
big
small
penises.
they wanted to-
I mean, it
So
kind of
I'm not
makes.
saying that Greek people have small penises, but it was kind of
Well, I mean, it makes sense, kind of what you're saying, not about the small penises, but yeah. No, it makes me think of like Sparta and stuff too, right? Because you've got all the strong people that have all
Yeah.
like gotten together, and they value strength and they value all this stuff, but then they don't really advance technologically like freaking Athens and stuff, right? So like
Yeah.
they weren't as smart as Athens, but then they also had the strength and the warlord kind of mentality. And then that guy that you mentioned, that biblical guy, like Anak or whatever, he was apparently considered like a warlord type of dude who was big and intimidating, and then he mated with pretty much everybody because he was the big warlord guy, right? So it kind of makes sense
like
that
Genghis Khan.
Yep, just makes sense that your population is going to resemble that person, going to be bigger, stronger, etc. But then again, you're not smart, so your
Yeah.
civilization's not
Well, the
going to
problem is,
last
like,
very long, probably.
Breeding for like certain genes, you're just gonna muddy the water until you're all basically inbreeding because
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
fucking looking for perfect genes.
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
the tallest
I mean,
person
it
that's
happened
bigger
to
than
Egypt, I
sister.
believe. That's how the Egypt royalty fucking just declined because they kept on doing that.
It makes
that's why
sense,
the
yeah.
Pharaoh declined so fast.
Well, when you say that one bloodline is like of the gods or it's royal or something, and you're trying to keep that bloodline like, intermingling as much as you can, I mean, it's gonna end up badly
Yeah,
at some point.
maybe it was true. Maybe they were fucking alien race. Fucking what's the fucking word? We just said it.
Ancient aliens?
No, the H word.
The H word.
Half breed.
Oh,
Alien.
half.
And then
Yeah, I
Hybrid?
don't know. Hybrids.
not hybrids.
Demi.
Herodrums.
Herodrums. I don't remember saying that word, but yeah. No, I mean I think so. It's entirely possible.
Michael was talking about it. The fucking angel human breeds.
Oh yeah. The Nephilim.
Nephilim, yeah, if you answer the N, not an
Yep.
H. They look like in my brain.
Oh yeah.
The Nephilim. So ancient Egypt royalty was Nephilim, and they wanted to keep that, but they only had like certain amount of Nephilim, and they just kept on It's
breeding
got
it out
smaller.
eventually.
Yep.
Yeah, that's possible.
They have poor King
Makes
Tut
sense.
with his fucking
The same thing happened with the
horrible
Japan
distribution.
royalty. They were supposed to be descended from a goddess.
Well, but
They
then
didn't do the inbreeding so much. They pretty much kept it to a small family.
another thing that's interesting to think about too is if you do kind of go with that, and then you go with the whole idea of like Pangea being a thing, like the continents were together or closer together or whatever, and then you go with how the Native Americans were considered. I don't know if this is factual or not, but what I've heard is that they migrated their way from like Asia-ish, over to the Americas. And so then you've got the giants that are probably in this kind of Middle Eastern, Egyptian area. This is what the Bible's talking about. It's what all this stuff's talking about. And then the flood, most people believe that the flood actually wasn't a global flood, but it was a regional flood, and it was like a big regional flood. But then obviously they talk about it as, oh, it destroyed all the land and whatnot, but obviously not all the land. And so it's possible that they were pushed out of this region, or some of the giants left this region, right? They went over to the Americas. That's where you find these giants. They actually survived the flood because they left the region that was being flooded. Meanwhile, the other ones were taken out. So, yeah, I kind of like how this is all coming together.
Like if you look
All right,
at
here's
the David
my
Goliath story, it looks like some of the giants actually survived, like little pockets of giants survived.
Right.
okay. Here's going to be my theory: is that aliens, they arrive in Egypt, and that's where they start making the monkey slaves. That's why we all love gold for some reason, because it was needed for their ships and stuff. They bred that in. So we had us, the humans started out in Egypt, and we spread out from there because our population just started booming.
Yep.
And we crossed the land bridge into Americas, where there was another tribe of animals, the American monkeys, and they got crossbred, and that's how you get Bigfoots in America. And then the continent started dividing, and it made the water level started to rise, and that was the flood. And basically that's what the biblical thing was talking about. The flooding was actually the continent splitting, and that's how we got the Americas, and then the I guess European Asia place and stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah.
No, that makes sense. But then take it to the next level. The gold is kind of similar to orichalcum, which we talked about last week, and maybe that's what the aliens really wanted us to do, was get the orichalcum. And
orichalcum is gold is the poor man's orichalcum.
Yep.
And we have a lot of gold, but we don't have that much orichalcum.
And the aliens convinced the Atlanteans that gold was better than orichalcum, so they could have all the orichalcum, and the humans wouldn't use the orichalcum as much as they would like the gold. So. And
what is orichalcum used for, everybody? Dark pyramids.
Yup. We did it.
It's all coming
it's
together.
all
we did it.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Dude,
we got Bigfoot in there. We got the Atlanteans. We got the Egypt and the pyramids.
Yeah, exactly. All right, talk about a Joe Rogan podcast episode real quick.
You guys that? Pretty fun.
Yes, we got to talk about Joe Rogan so we can put him in our tags.
Oh my god!
So this week on Joe Rogan, he was talking about something, and then like the media clipped it so that made it look like he was supporting Kamala Harris, but he wasn't really. He was talking about somebody else.
Yep.
Okay, there. He talked about it.
Okay, there's our Joe Rogan segment for the day. No, but yeah, I really like that, because it would make a lot of sense for the aliens to come down here and, make a tool to do what they're trying to do more efficiently and effectively than they would on some other planet, right? Like, they could, I'm sure they have their own ways of making dark pyramids, but every planet's different. Every planet's got different species and creatures and environments and biomes and whatever. So they're going to use what they have available to them to make it work. And then the Men in Black come along and they're like, oh, okay, no, we're not ready for this yet, guys. You can't do this. You see, we're on step like 3, and you guys just jumped to step like 150. Like we're not ready for this yet. And so yeah, I could totally imagine that. Maybe the Men in Black broke up the continents.
What
I
if the
wonder.
Men in Black aren't actually aliens? What if they're not today or to modern Nephilim?
Oh, that's possible. They are considered like one of the things about that Anik guy is that he was described as having a long neck, like being having like a long neck, which obviously is associated with tallness too. But then in a lot of the Men in Black accounts, they're talked about these people being kind of, strange looking or like having like long necks and being, you know, um a lot of them are considered slender and kind of, tall and, so I don't know. It's possible. It's possible. So the Men in Black are the Nephilim that what do you think? The Nephilim from this planet or Nephilim from other planets?
Nephilim from this planet. They're the modern day Nephilim.
Yeah. That just have continued to live
So
on.
basically, like, yeah, I guess that means like certain alien species are here, and then like their kids join the Men in Black or something in the Hollow Earth or something. I don't know.
Yeah. No,
I'm
I
still
mean,
piecing it together. I'll get there someday.
you'll get there. Yep. When you're like 80, it'll all come together. It'll all fit together, and you'll be like, "Oh my god, I get it now. It all makes sense. Oh
Yeah,
my
and then I'll
god!"
die.
And then you die from a heart attack.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to write it down. You start writing, and then you just die. Oh my god, that would be so funny. I mean, it wouldn't be funny because you'd be dead, but it'd be funny that
I'll
we
be 80,
predicted
it's
it.
fine.
Yeah, exactly. No, but I
Well,
mean,
let's say like more like I'll figure it out at 120. Yeah.
I actually do kind of like that idea and like where you're going with that because the Men in Black are much more human-like in their appearance, so it would make sense that they kind of had some connection to humans or to primates or whatever. But then also, they would have a vested interest in protecting this planet and protecting this stuff because it's where they came from and it's their, it's their planet too, and it's their heritage and everything. So they would have a vested interest. Maybe the Men in Black aren't necessarily the like interstellar, galactic, police force, but maybe they're just the police force that resides over this planet.
Well, if like we saw aliens as royalty and stuff, maybe they're like the royal guard, and it's not their planet too, but their
Mm.
inheritance, and they
Yeah.
want to protect it.
That's a good idea too. Yeah, maybe they're the royal guard of whoever the royalty is. Like now I'm curious about who's the royalty. And and where do they reside? Do they reside in this planet or in the Hollow Earth maybe or
Hollow
Hollow
Earth,
Earth.
definitely.
probably yeah, I would assume so.
Antarctica.
Yeah,
It's
Antarctica.
possible.
Yes, it's in Antarctica. That's why it's a no man's land.
That's where
There's
they were
like
going. That's where they're going for
Yeah.
that New Year's Eve party. They're going to Antarctica for the party, and they got the coordinates backwards in Miami.
Did you ever see that thing of like
Yeah.
every active Steam
It's-
account on the map, and it has everything lit up, and there's one down in Antarctica?
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, yeah. It's like the aliens just playing games. They're like, ah, shit, we didn't take into account that they would
It's like-
track this.
Well, that's why it's like just like there's like nothing really going on in Antarctica. Just like, hey, Antarctica's just all ice. It's like it's
Yeah.
this huge continent. It's like all ice. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
okay.
Antarctica, and also they're up there, and they're in Greenland too, up in the north part of Greenland. There's like it's ice.
Yeah.
Just don't look at it anymore. You'll die.
Yeah. No, that's exactly. No, that would
Probably
be crazy.
like nice
like,
right now in North Greenland because
it's
fucking how hot
nice
it is down
half
here.
the year, right?
Yeah.
One half the year it's nice, the other half it's not.
There's snowbirds that go down to Antarctica in the winter time.
Yeah. Oh my god.
They just go through the hollow earth fucking tube. It's
Yeah, I'm sure they've got like tubes, they've got transports. They use the Dark Pyramids to like it's a fast
Oh,
travel
yeah.
system
I'm
across
sure
the
there's a
planet.
dark pyramid in Antarctica.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, they unlocked fast travel and they're keeping it from us.
I know.
Never
Come on.
Fucking
They
single
gave us
gamers pissed.
they gave us a little hint about it in so we can
Yeah.
use it in video games, but that's it. They gave us the
Can you
idea.
imagine if you had like there's like little tiny like dark pyramids for your house that you can just like fast travel to, and you're just like sitting like at a meeting you don't want to, and you're just like fast travel.
Oh, dude, that'd be
Go back.
great. Yeah, you
And
just
just be like,
like
you can't you can't fast travel because there's enemies around, and your boss is just sitting there staring at you like, damn it.
oh man, do you remember in Divinity Original Sin they have those teleporter pyramids? That's exactly what it is. Yeah, you teleport
Yep.
between the pyramids. Yep.
Yep.
That's huge. That's
Damn it.
awesome.
I
Maybe
want
that okay,
technology.
maybe that is how they're actually traveling between planets and stuff, you know? Maybe other planets have their own hollow earth kind of thing and that they've created these larger scale dark pyramids, and then you can go boom and you teleport between them, and then you use your aircraft to emerge from the sea or whatever, and then fly around more locally. But yeah,
That'd be cool.
that would be
I can
cool.
one to Tyson and be like, hey, what's
Yep.
the temperature there? So I guess like 80. It's like, I'm okay, I'm coming up.
It's like, all right, it's too hot here. I'll see you in a minute.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh my god. No, I love that. That's cool. All right. Do you have anything else on giants, Mike? Or any?
No, that's pretty much it. I mean, I think that they probably were around one time, and
Yeah.
like we said, they were wiped out when they wiped out the rest of the Nephilim, and maybe there was like a small like group of them like next to the Neanderthal sanctuary in the Hollow Earth, but I don't think that's pretty much on Earth anymore. On the surface, anyways. But yeah.
Yeah.
So
No.
my ground theory was that they created the Nephilim or the giants when they created the humans to mine their things.
Yep.
And then they created all those megalithic structures. And then they had the Great Flood, which was the what was it called? It's some
Holy shit. I just realized our backstories is like goblins from World of Warcraft.
Our backstories.
We were made to
What do you mean?
fucking goblins. They were made to mine the kryptonite or whatever it was.
Yeah, you're right.
But they got too smart and they fucking advanced and got
Yeah.
out of there.
And they got
That's
that's
basically
exactly
us.
what it is.
We were gold digging monkeys, and then we got too advanced, and then we fucking got out of there.
I bet
Maybe
you.
that's what that metal does. That one, the controlium or whatever.
Yeah,
It makes
maybe.
people more intelligent, and this fucking we got too advanced, and we just fucking
We were hanging
bolted
around
and
it too
got out of
much that we yeah.
And now we're fucking goblins, just blowing ourselves up for fucking profit. We're fucking goblins, people.
We're all goblins. What the heck?
Holy crap, we're goblins. We're blowing each other up, and we want money, and that's all we
Yeah.
want.
Yep. Makes me think that one of the Men in Blacks just like he quit the Men in Black and he went and worked for Blizzard for like a little bit in their early
Oh my
early
God.
time.
We really are goblins. You know what the
It's
fucking
true.
trade prince is?
Who?
He's the one that makes the most money. You know what royalty is? The
Yep.
one that owns all the gold.
That's true. Wow. So World of Warcraft is
Wow.
actually, or Warcraft,
Yeah.
I guess. The Warcraft lore is actually prophetic, apparently.
Well,
Okay.
Honestly, it just makes me want to play goblins on World of Warcraft more.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But anyway, the
That's
Great
awesome.
Flood that wiped out the Nephilim was the Younger Dryas event, and that killed a lot of civilizations too. But it wiped out all the giants and most of the people, and that's why the megalithic things are still around. The giants aren't around, and that's what it was. The Great Flood, and he said it was local, but like mostly every culture has a flood event story.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like a global thing, but it probably was mostly Mediterranean, North America, South America. I don't think it hit Asia too bad, but
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's the biggest continent that's still landlocked.
Yep.
It was hitting everybody that was splitting away from Pangea.
Yep. Everybody
That's the fucking
around
flood.
the coastal areas. Yep.
But yeah, that's my theory.
All right, so we're at 45 minutes. So, what are you watching? What are you playing? Let's do this so we can add some
yeah.
more time to this.
We haven't done that in a while. We could do that.
Yeah, stretching out a little bit.
Let's see. Recently, I actually started. I might have finished it. Well, I finished the dub version. So I watched. I reincarnated as a slime or whatever that show is, And it was actually really good. Like, I thought I had seen it before because one of you guys, it might have been Tor, who mentioned it to me, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I've seen that one. But then I started watching it, and I was like, I have not seen this. I don't know what I'm watching.
Its
And-
story structure is so similar to other animes that
Yeah.
you'd be like, oh yeah, I've probably seen something like that.
But it was
Guy
fun.
goes into his
Yeah. It was fun because, like, I think the main character, he's got like a funny sense of humor to him, and it was just entertaining, through and through. Like, I thought it was cool. And then I got to the part where there's no more dubbed versions, and I like watching dubbed because I want to listen to it. So, anyways, that's kind of what I watched. I don't know what else did I watch. Nothing really. I did watch a show called Promised Neverland as well, and that was really good. I actually really liked that. I liked both seasons. Yeah, I liked both seasons. The second season definitely was a little rushed, it felt like, especially towards the end. But I liked both seasons a lot for different reasons. I think they were...
Did you ever catch up on Demon Slayer?
I'm still catching up on Demon Slayer. My problem with Demon Slayer right now is that I couldn't remember where I left off. And so I was trying to find where I left off, but I don't remember much about where I left off. So now it's like, I don't know. Yeah, so exactly. I'm just like, where the fuck?
Have you watched the dub version of Ghost Stories yet?
I want to watch that. I saw that was on Amazon Prime, and so I'm thinking about watching that because I saw like a clip on Facebook or something.
It is hilarious.
Apparently, like when they went to do the dub version, there was no director for the voice actors, and they were just like, whatever. There's no script or something. And so they were like, well, just make it up as you go. Just whatever.
I believe the story was that the show actually didn't do that well in Japan. So when they brought it over, there's like, whatever, write whatever you want, just don't change the characters' names.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right.
Yeah, exactly.
There's like a Jewish kid and this Christian girl, and this just fucking make the funniest fucking like racist jokes.
The clips that I saw were just hilarious. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe that's a real thing. But it was so funny.
Your little brother can't talk because they made him retarded.
I'm gonna have to watch that. It does sound really funny. So, anyways, what about you guys?
I started rewatching Fringe, which is a good show.
Fringe.
You watched that?
I watched that a little bit when I was younger. Yeah, my mom was into that show, so I was watching.
There's nothing really much else on right now, so I was watching that. I've been playing Final Fantasy 14 like I usually do. So. You been playing anything?
I've been playing a little bit of 7 Days to Die because the 1.0 came out, and I've seen some people be playing that, and it's really fun. People be playing.
Yeah.
And no, it's a fun game. Like it's definitely a looter type of game. I mean, if you like looting stuff, it's the game for you because you literally can go around and just loot pretty much anything and everything out of all the businesses and the homes, and everything's destroyable. And it's I forget what they call it, like voxel or something, but it's essentially got a similar like structural function to Minecraft. So like you can build and stuff in there, and it's got
it's like Minecraft for adults.
Oh yeah, yep. I mean, what's really cool about it is that it looks nothing like Minecraft, but the whole world functions like Minecraft. So
I thought it was more like a survival horror. It sounds like that from the story.
It is kind of a
Minecraft is survival horror. There's creepers at night.
Yeah. I mean, it is like a survival horror, but I mean, it's every 7 days there's like a big wave that kind of comes at you. So you can you want to build up your defenses and prepare for that. But at least where I'm at in the game, like mostly you're going around looting stuff and leveling up and getting skill points and crafting. Like you're finding books all over the place that give you like crafting stuff and perks, and it's really, really fun. There's always something to do. Always somewhere to go. The world's massive and huge. The survival aspects of it are kind of annoying, but not too annoying. So like the food and water and all that stuff, it's not that bad because as you're
Yeah.
digging through the the shops and everything, you're finding stuff. So yeah, it's really fun. I like it a lot actually so far.
Mhm.
System and Once Human too. That's pretty good. I just wish they worked on their fucking server thing. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
I can understand how it's like that, but don't make it like that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree.
Because
Like,
I can't invite any of my friends over because they're fucking locked out of the server because
yeah,
all the slots are full.
I was having fun with Once Human, but then we couldn't play together, and
Yep.
I was
That's the problem. It's like,
like,
I can't play with anybody. I'm having fun with it, but I can't play with anybody. And
yeah,
they're just like, do this dungeon with 4 people. I'm like, I'm not inviting strangers into my
yeah.
dungeon.
It's like you want to play with your friends. Like that's the whole point about
Yeah.
these multiplayer games is you want to be able to play with your friends and stuff. But if you can't, I mean, yeah, it's
they just like let people have private servers.
yeah. I mean, it's great
Simple
to be able to make friends and all that stuff, but you want to start with your own friends, right? I mean,
I'm an adult. I don't make friends. I just keep the ones I have on forever.
yeah, it's enough work keeping the ones you got. So it's like
I'm
come on.
over
Yeah.
30. I don't make any new friends unless they're at work and I don't go to work.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well,
But yeah, Once Human is fun. But I've been playing Enshrouded lately.
oh yeah, how are you liking that, by the way?
What was
I'm
it?
getting to the point where I need friends.
Oh really? He was playing
Enshrouded?
Enshrouded, yeah.
It's
Oh,
like
Enshrouded.
the Rising kind of.
Yeah, I
And I guess
started.
it's like a box also because it's also you can manipulate things.
Yeah, you can like terraform the ground and stuff. Like it's pretty cool. I played that game a little bit, like when it very first came out into early access, and it was fun. Apparently, it's had a ton of updates since that point. I heard there's like 3 major updates or something to the game since then. So I don't know. It might be worth checking out again.
But oh yeah, I was playing that, but I was playing Killer Clowns from Outer Space, which is fun.
Yeah.
It's like it was not last night, but it was 2 nights ago. It was like us. It says it's 10 people.
Mhm.
So, but it's like 7 humans, 3 clowns. We had a group of 7, so we were all the humans,
Oh,
and we were all in
nice.
Discord and talking.
Yeah.
And we were just like mowing down these clowns, and we're just like, what if? Because like there's the clown apocalypse, which is basically the end game.
Yeah.
As soon as it reaches that, it kills everybody.
Okay.
But 30 seconds before, if you've seen the movie, there's these brothers that drive an ice cream truck.
Mhm.
And 30 seconds before the end, they'll drive through a wall, and everybody can escape through that. It's like your last
Oh,
ditch
okay.
effort to escape.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So what we did was like, hey, let's open all the escapes, but don't go through any one of them, and everybody run out of the brother's fucking hole at the end of the
Yeah.
fucking 30 seconds.
That would be
We're like,
funny.
And we did it. We
You
fucking
did it?
did it.
You actually
Yes,
survived to do
all
it.
7
Wow.
of us escaped through the brother's hole. It was hilarious.
Wow.
And
That's
there's
awesome.
because it was funny because before that we all got onto the escape things and we counted down, so we all escaped at the exact same time. So the clowns
Oh.
were just like, "What the fuck?
Like, what just happened?
Yeah,
They probably thought you
they're
guys
just-
were hacking or
yeah.
something. They're like, there's no way.
They're
That's
sitting there like
possible.
collecting their cotton candy, then suddenly it's like all humans escaped. It's like, what?
Like,
There
oh.
are 7 of them.
Yeah, they were all here just a minute ago. Wow.
It was fantastic. It was
That's
a fun
awesome.
night.
Yeah, that sounds fun. That's cool. What about you,
It's fun.
Mike? How's Final Fantasy going?
That's fine. Finally got Tyler to play with me now, so I got someone to play with. And,
That's cool.
We've been playing our tank and healer, so we get some levels up. And
As soon as it goes on sale, I'm buying it because I want to be playing Final Fantasy 2.
Yeah.
I miss my Gunbreaker. That was a fun class. Also, Scholar. Scholar is so fun. I love healing with Scholar.
I like Tyler.
Hmm.
As long as you have a good tank, it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
And since
Just
Tyler's
drop your
tank is
shield.
healing,
Art of War. Art of War. Art of War.
yeah, you just get instant dungeons all the time, so it's pretty fun. You just
Yeah,
run
that's
through,
cool.
run through.
Yeah, that's always the benefit
I haven't
of.
got the end game yet, but
Yeah.
I'm not in a hurry. So
You tried the new class yet, or is that not out yet?
no, I gotta get to like level 80 or something like that.
Oh.
Hmm.
Bleh. Well, you would have done that if you don't keep making so many new characters.
Yeah, you keep
Yeah.
making new characters.
It
So
was funny because like he's playing with Tyler, and Tyler's like his original character, and he looks super badass, and Michael's just like fucking wearing all this like generic fucking first level gear.
Yeah.
It's like that meme of the giant like buff like Uber like Chad
Oh yeah.
like helping the little guy.
Yeah,
It's like you're doing
exactly.
great. He's blocking all
"You're
the
doing
arrows and stuff.
great."
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love that. Yeah, I'm really looking. I know, like I mention this all the time, but Ashes of Creation is looking so good,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
so good. I
Has it got
saw
a
That's
release
been
the
looking
date
good
yet?
for years.
I
Does it
saw
have a release
the
date yet?
no, but
Or
they're going
open? Yeah.
they're going into Alpha 2 in October, and supposedly there's going to be no NDAs associated with it. So all the content creators are going to be, talking about it and doing videos and stuff on it and everything. And
Yeah.
this is Alpha 2 before they go into beta, and then we'll
They kind of shot themselves in the foot going back to or switching it up to a Unreal 5, but it's probably gonna be for the better.
I think it'll be for the better because they still have enough to go with the game that by the time they finish it, like most things are going to be Unreal Engine 5 and it's going to suck if
But,
they release without it.
I saw that what's it called? Guild Wars 2 just released a new expansion. I'm
Oh,
like, that
really?
game's still going. So
Yeah.
I put that on my list. I'm like, I'm downloading that. I'm gonna play Guild Wars 2. I'm thinking about having like Guild Wars 2 Sundays.
That would be
Just play Guild
fun.
Wars 2 on Sundays.
I
Has
would
anybody tried that new Fallout expansion? Or
the mod,
The London
update or
one?
the-
London one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to, but I don't own Fallout 4 on the computer.
Oh, really? I don't know if
Yeah.
I do either,
It's not on
actually.
PlayStation. I looked for it. It wasn't on there.
Yeah, PlayStation mod system is fucking horrible. You gotta be on Xbox or be on the PC.
I've heard, like, I've wanted to try it, but I've heard it's really, really buggy and
Well, it's
doesn't
a mod,
work
yeah.
very well. So I wonder if it
Really?
just
It's
needs a
pretty
little more
buggy?
time to cook, and then it'll be
Yeah.
better.
They're supported, so they're probably gonna keep on cooking it.
Oh yeah, a lot of
But,
people.
yeah.
A lot of people want that. A lot of people were excited for it. So
When I first saw it, I thought it was fucking Fallout 5. That's how good it looked.
yeah, it looked
I'm
really.
like, oh, they're
good.
going to London for Fallout 5, and it's like, this is a mod. I'm like, holy shit, this is a fucking mod.
Yeah, which is
Like,
cool
they have, like,
because none of the Fallout games have been in any other country, right? They've all been
Yeah.
America. So
Yeah.
that would be cool.
And here's the good thing about this is that being a mod and then being in Fallout 4 is that you can make Fallout 4 into a horror game so easily, and you just fucking play it on that. Fucking, it's a
Dude,
horror game, Fallout London. Fucking, I'm all
pretty
for it.
sure I remember you doing that. Didn't you do that at one point? You downloaded like a horror mod for.
Yes.
I remember
I got
watching
it
that,
even
yeah.
for the PlayStation. I got the fucking horror mod.
I remember watching
it's
that
like-
and thinking, "Holy crap, this is creepy as fuck. This is so creepy."
It's like it had horrible sound effects and stuff, and it's
Mhm.
extremely dark. It's like full darkness at night.
The
But you had to
fog
trust
was
your
like
light.
there was like fog
Yes.
all over the
There was
place.
fogs.
What were those? They had like those giant,
Ghouls.
the ghouls.
Oh, the siren head.
The
Yeah, it had
siren heads.
head in it.
Yeah. Oh my
Yes.
god, those were creepy, dude. Oh.
But they also had the ghouls, which are like 10 times as strong at night.
Yeah.
And you can only kill them by shooting them in the head.
Yeah.
And it was fucking crazy. And they would travel in hordes. So if you
Mhm.
walked on a horde at night, you're fucked.
Yeah. Dude, yeah,
Yeah.
that was crazy. I'm also really excited for the new Fallout series season whenever that comes out. The Fallout.
That's why I'm excited about that because it's probably gonna put the Fallout game on sale. Then I can get it and get the mods.
Oh, definitely. I bet you it
Yeah.
will. Yeah. And
It was already free last time, but I didn't get it because I'm like, I'm not gonna play Fallout 4.
I've kind of debated on like, well, something I want to do, but I don't know if I have time to. Is I'd like to go through like all the Fallout games again, or at least Fallout 3 and New Vegas, because the season, like at the end of season 1, I don't think this is a spoiler or anything, but essentially it alludes to them going to Vegas at the end of the first season. And
And I heard they did a thing with Obsidian, and they were going to do a remake of New Vegas. I know they'll be releasing something about that time.
they might. I don't know if I've heard that, but yeah, that would be really cool.
Yeah,
They
that
were
is
just
cool.
asking for it.
I wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised.
New Vegas is my favorite Fallout expansion.
I played it, but
Hands
I
down.
never like beat it or anything. I never beat any of the Fallout games actually. Like I played Fallout 3
No.
a ton, but I never actually beat it. And then same with Fallout 4. I played that a ton.
I don't
never
really
actually beat
focus
it.
on the storyline, so yeah.
Yeah.
I just do all the
It's
side
fun to
quests.
mess around with, you don't like care about
Yeah.
the story anymore. You're just like having fun doing stuff.
It's
Like
yeah.
when those group events were pretty fun, where we all got in our suits and ran through stuff, and
Hmm.
that was pretty fun. Corey had that sponge, that sunshine, that radiation sponge build, and
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah,
That was fun.
those were fun
yeah.
times.
For me nowadays, it's like I have a really hard time actually completing games unless they're short games, you know. But it's one of those things where you get in and you get hooked on it and you play and you do all the side, you do side content and you're having a great time and then all of a sudden you just stop playing.
Yeah.
And then yeah.
I play Fallout 76 more, but I kept on getting hit with fucking the copyright strikes because of the songs in it. And you can turn off the radio, but it still plays in the background, or you have to turn off all the music, and then you can't listen to your radio. Then that takes a big chunk of the game because there's some missions that require you to listen to the radio.
Yeah, what the heck? That
Yeah, it was
sucks.
like a headache. Yeah,
That's dumb.
yeah,
They should have like a streamer mode enabled
Yeah,
where it plays non-copyrighted music.
yeah. It's too old for that. I guess it
Is
put it
it?
in.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
Yeah,
It's been around for a
it's
while.
made to be played by yourself, I guess.
Yeah, which is weird.
I'll find a workaround. It'd be fun to play some Fallout 76 again.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that'd be fun. Well, all right. I guess we can call it there. That was a good
An
episode.
hour and 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep. We stretched it by
So-
talking about games.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. We don't do that very often.
A
So
couple pizza tokens for you guys.
yeah, it was fun. All right. Well, we're gonna call the episode there. Make sure to leave us a comment in the comment section. Let us know what you guys think about giants and what your theories are about them and how they're connected to the Dark Pyramids and all that stuff. Make sure to hit the like, follow, and subscribe button.
don't forget to plug your Twitch.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not really streaming a whole lot right now, but Tor is. You can find him
Yes.
over on Twitch at Skeletor84.
Skeletor84.
Tell what game you want to play.
Huh? What game am I gonna play?
Yeah, what are you
Tell
playing
game
on
they
stream
want-
right now?
want to see you play.
Today I am going to play Thank You for Coming.
Thank you for coming. I have not heard of that. Give us a little
I
taste
think
of
that's
what
what
it
it's
is.
called. Oh, Thank Goodness You're Here is what it's called.
Okay.
Thank-
Thank
about?
Goodness You're Here is a point and click adventure that is supposed to be hilarious.
Huh. Okay. Sounds fun.
Like the back of the day, Leisure Suit Larry or something.
Yes, exactly.
All right. What time are you gonna go live, or what time are you planning on?
Probably in about 3 hours or so.
All right. So if you guys are watching this now, or you pick it up later, go check out Tor's Twitch channel, Skeletor84.
Yes.
And
Please follow me. I only
Yeah.
need 5 more, and then I'm affiliated.
oh dang, dude, you moved up quick, actually, huh? Last I checked,
you
didn't have very many.
Coffee.
That's awesome.
Support the
Yep, we do have a
podcast.
donate link in the description as well for a buy me a coffee link. So if you'd like to support the podcast, it does go a long way because we're all doing other things full time. So we'd appreciate
I
it.
would love a Dutch Brothers.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
So, anyways, thanks
Not
for
sponsored.
thanks
I
for
just love
watching the. Yep, thanks for watching. We don't have any sponsors. If you want to sponsor us, email us. Shoot us an email. We'll talk about it. All right. Okay. Hope everybody has a great day. Thanks for checking us out. And like, follow, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. We go live every Sunday,
Except for
Oh.
last Sunday.
except for last Sunday and the occasional Sunday. So,
Yeah.
all right. Okay. Yeah. We'll call it there.
I want the Cookie Monster dough.